welcome to this inversion-free Vinyasa flow. We're going to be a little stretchy in this one, a little less strength but more stretch. There will be a little bit of strength in there. But this practice is good for anyone who has cardiovascular issues, who has glaucoma, or just doesn't want to go upside down. So we're going to open up the legs, the hips, the side body, the back, pretty much everything as we go through. So grab yourself 2 blocks or something that resembles 2 blocks and we'll get started.
If you're into yoga and you want to learn more about yoga, please take this moment to click to subscribe to my channel and ring that little bell. Awesome. Now that that's done, let's begin our practice.
All right, so find yourself into a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with a little breathing to begin. This will help to balance out your blood pressure, bring it down. Even if it's not really high, it's fine. It's a nice relaxing way to get into a practice. And this is called Nadi shodhana, and all it means is alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to take your peace fingers of your right hand, squeeze them together, and you can do one of 2 things. You can bring it to the third eye and rest it there. We're going to use the thumb and the ring finger on the nose itself. So you can balance here, or you can tuck the fingers in and just use the hand this way. I'll do this so that you can see me a little bit better. So to start with our first round, take a nice inhale through both nostrils. As you exhale, you're going to gently block the right using your thumb on the bone. So you're breathing out of the left nostril. Then breathe in through the left. Switch your hands and ring fingers on the left nostril and then exhale out of the right. Inhale through the right. Switch and then exhale out of the left. This is 1 full round and we'll go through 6 total. Okay? So I'm going to keep count for us. Hopefully I won't mess it up. So here we go. Take a nice inhale. Exhaling out of the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhale left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling right. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Halfway there. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Let's do 1 more round. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Gently come back to normal breathing. Let your hand rest down on your thigh. Just a few more breaths. Let your eyes very gently blink open, taking in the lights, the colors and the shapes. Cool. All right, so as I said, this is an inversion-free practice, so everything we do today, the head will be above the heart. We're not looking to invert in any way. So this includes child's pose, our first pose. So go ahead and either roll over your ankles or swing them around to the side. And we'll come into child's pose. You can keep your legs narrow. This might be a little bit easier. Or you can open the knees up if you'd like, if you have a little bit more openness in your lower back. So keeping the head lifted, so the upper body is kind of in sphinx, bringing the arms to a 90-degree angle. From here, bring it up. If your legs were wide, bring them narrow and come up into your tabletop. Good. So we're going to do a little bit of a flow here just to get ourselves warmed up. Gentle shifts forward, inhaling, shifting your shoulders over the wrists, and then exhaling, pressing back towards your child's pose, keeping the head lifted. And you can walk the fingers forward if you need to as we get deeper. Inhaling, shifting forward, keeping the abdominals engaged. Exhale, gently press back. Inhaling, shifting forward. Exhale, pressing back. And a few more times. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, pressing back, getting a little deeper into the movement each time. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, pressing back, moving towards a more full cobra. Inhale, coming forward, letting the hips sink down but keep the belly lifted. Exhale, pressing back, the head up. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pressing back. From here, come into your tabletop. Extend the legs back one at a time, coming into your plank. I like to give little shifts of weight here. Really challenges the core, but it keeps you moving, keeps the blood flowing. You're going to come back to neutral, bring down the left knee, extend the right leg out, keep the abdominals lifted. On your exhale, curl the lower spine so the belly scoops up, thigh comes in towards your chest. Inhale, extend it long, keeping the belly engaged. Exhale, curl, bringing the knee a little closer. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in, and this time step the foot through. So if you need to help it, and come forward into your low lunge. Now this is where your blocks come in handy. So use those blocks underneath your hands, and you can use them at whatever height you need. If your hips are very tight, higher is best. And we're going to flow back and forth now between low lunge and half monkey, which is a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So take your full inhale here. Then exhale, gently shift your weight back into the left knee. Extend the front leg and pull the toes back. Now we're not looking for the deepest stretch possible. We're just trying to warm up the muscles. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pressing back. Keep the head lifted. Inhale, shifting forward. And exhale, pressing back. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, pressing back. Inhale, come forward into your low lunge. We're going to take a little bit of a twist here. So bringing your right hand to your right thigh. As you exhale, open your chest to the right. The right elbow pulls back towards your ribs. Shoulders are dropping down. Neck is nice and long. And on your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let's shift back just to give the hip flexor a little break. And then come forward. We'll get into the side body from here. So keeping the blocks in your hands. Right hand will come out past your mat in line with your hip. The other hand sweeps up and over, getting a nice long line from these top fingers all the way down to your knee. On your inhale, sweep through center. Shifting your weight now to the left hand, let the right hand sweep up and over. Now this stretch might not be as deep on this side, but it's good to open it up anyway. Inhaling through center, bringing your weight into the right hand. Exhale, side bend. Inhale through center, exhale over to the left. Inhaling through center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale over to the left. On your inhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Go ahead and shift back that right leg and come into your modified child's pose. Elbows down. You can also use blocks here if you need a little bit more height. Taking a few more breaths here, letting yourself feel what happened in those hips. Coming into your tabletop from here, let's press it back into plank. So extending one leg and then the other. Taking 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Coming back to neutral, let the right knee come down to support you. Engage the abdominals, lift the left leg behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl. Keep your head up, but bring the thigh towards your chest. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, pull it in. Step the foot through, helping it if you need to. And come into your low lunge, using the blocks if you need. Letting yourself get accustomed to this side. Going through our flow now to half monkey. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, gently shift back into that right knee, extending the left leg, pulling the toes back. Inhale, shifting forward. Low lunge, knee tracks over the toes, but not past the toes. Exhale, shifting back. Keeping the head lifted. Inhale, shift forward. Remember, we're not going for the deepest stretch possible. We're just going to warm it up and easing into the muscle belly. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale, shifting back. Inhaling, coming to your low lunge, coming into our twist. So the left hand comes to your thigh, right hand is down on the mat or on your block, and open your chest to the left. Elbow tucks back, chest is open, nice steady breath. Good. On your inhale, come back to center. Let's take half monkey just for a breath. Then inhaling, coming back, we'll come into our side sweeps. So setting up those blocks in line, a little bit more in front of your hips. Going to the left first, take a nice inhale. Then exhale, weight into the left hand, right arm reaches up and over. Inhaling through center, exhale over to the right. Keeping the chest open, rotating. Inhaling through center, moving over to the other side, exhaling where you need. Inhaling through center, exhale to the right. One more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come to center. Bring your hands down to the mat. We're going to step back with that left leg. Coming into your modified child's pose. Resting your sit bones back. Coming onto your elbows. Nice steady breath. So we're going to come to standing from here. We're going to do it in a very creative way. So go ahead and tuck your toes. We're getting a little bit of a foot stretch here. Make sure all 10 toes are involved. If your pinky toe is a little bit too short and doesn't reach the mat, it's fine. But if it does reach the mat, then go ahead and help it. Gently shift your weight back. Getting a nice stretch now through the Achilles tendons, the calf muscles. Letting your chest rest on your thighs, but keeping the head long. Coming into a brief balance, inner thighs squeeze together. Ankles are relaxed but active. So you're not pressing to the balls of your feet, you're letting the heels sink down. Palms onto the thighs. Now from here, we're going to straighten up a little bit. Press into your thighs with your hands, let your heels come down. So you're a little bit of a chair pose. And then inhale, come all the way up to vertical. It's good to stand up. If you need to, you can shake the legs out a little bit. We're going to take some mindful steps going forward, so we'll really work through the feet. So on your right side, lift the heel, pressing into the ball of the foot, getting an ankle stretch. Then from there, use the toes, extend the toes. Find your balance on the left leg. Extend your right leg, heel extends forward. Gently shift your weight. The heel comes down. Now the back heel starts to peel up as the front ball of the foot comes down. So we're doing the same process next side. Ball of the foot on the left foot, toes extend, lifting the foot, extending the leg. Heel comes down, shifting the weight, back heel then lifts up, toes spread. 2 more steps. If you have to make them smaller because your mat is short, that's fine. Heel comes down, shifting the weight, and then gently come into your Tadasana. Ta-da, we made it to the top of the mat. Taking a nice deep breath here, bringing the hands to the heart. We'll take 2 full breaths here, and I'll actually face you because it's a little bit more fun to see each other. Just coordinating our breath with our movement. So if your movement pattern is a little bit different than mine, then that's fine, no big deal. So take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands together, bring them to your heart. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. I'm going to shift back to the top of my mat. Let's take 1 more inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll come into warrior 1. So leave your right leg, left leg steps back. Trying to keep the hips square to the front, back leg outwardly rotates. Front knee, your right knee tracks over the middle of the foot. Staying here for another breath or 2. Engage the lower belly. Inhale, extend your arms up by your ears. Exhale, bring them behind. We'll come into a camel pose. So the heels of the hands press down into your pelvic bones, the back of your hips. Yeah? The fingers press the flesh down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows reach for each other. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale where you need to. So this is a great chest opener. It also activates the back, the upper back. So bring your breath to the upper ribs. Good. On your inhale, come back through vertical. Exhale, hands come to your heart. We'll move into warrior two from here. Inhale, the arms up by the ears again. Exhale, open up. So this back foot adjusts, letting it wiggle out as you need. Hips and shoulders point towards the long edge of your mat. Right knee tracks over the toes. Arms extend. Taking some nice full breaths. On your inhale, rotate the right palm. Exhale, reach that hand up and back for reverse warrior, sinking down into the legs, keeping the chin towards the armpit. Inhale, coming through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm crosses the thigh, other arm sweeps up and over. Inhaling, coming back. We'll flow a few more times. Rotate the palm. Exhale, reach up and back. Inhaling through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhaling warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale warrior two. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat or your blocks. Be mindful not to drop your head. Rotate the back heel and come into your low lunge. So from this low lunge, those of you who have taken dance classes with me may recognize this stretch. So we're going to move the blocks out of the way for now, the top of my mat. Inhale, bring your hands up to your thigh. Exhale, release the shoulders. Inhale, sweep up and back. You can interlace the fingers or just hold on. Exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck the back toe, come into your high lunge. From here, outwardly rotate, face the long edge of your mat. Again, your weight is in the right knee. Left leg is straight, knee and toes up towards the ceiling. Now, this standing ankle is relaxed. We're not forcing up onto it. We're letting it sink down. Good. From here, come back into your high lunge. As you exhale, tuck the back leg, coming into half lord of the fish. So sitting onto your left hip, rotating around, hugging the right thigh in towards your chest. Getting a nice stretch through the glute, maybe the IT band, and the extra added benefit of a twist. On your inhale, come back through center. Exhale where you need, coming into your high lunge again. Gently lower down the back knee. Release the toes. Weight comes into the left hand. You can use a block here if you'd like. Right arm reaches up and back. Try to grab the toes and gently pull the heels. Now, if you can't reach, just keep the intention there. Good. On your inhale, come back through center. Grab your blocks. Exhale, press back to your half monkey. Coming up to a nice 90-degree angle in that back leg. Extend up through the chest. Then exhale, hinge forward. So now you have options here. You can stay exactly where you are if this feels intense for you, keeping the tail sticking behind you. Toes peel back for an extra stretch through the calf muscle. Now, if you want to go for full monkey, aka a full split, you are welcome to do so. Taking your inhale, as you exhale, slide the front foot forward. Use your hands underneath you for support, and only go as far as you need to get a healthy stretch. Just a few more breaths. On your inhale, we're going to make our way back into half monkey. Inhale, press through those arms, slide the leg back. Oh, my mat came with me. Come into your tabletop. And then into your modified child's pose. Good. So coming up to standing the same way as we did before, tucking those toes, moving through your screaming toe and into your balance. Once you find your balance, bring your hands to your thighs. Stay there for a breath or two. Press your hands down into your thighs. Heels sink down. You're going to have to pitch forward a little bit. Come up to standing and move through your mindful walk. You can start with the left foot maybe. Just to change it up a bit. As the heel comes down, the back heel lifts up, being mindful about your shifting of weight, paying attention to every little nuance that you can. And finally coming up to Tadasana at the top of your mat. Taking a few breaths here, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands together, bring them to your heart, lower belly scoops up and in. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more full breath. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Warrior one. Left foot is in front, right foot steps back. Left knee stays tracking over the foot. Back leg outwardly rotates. Let's move this block out of the way so you can actually see. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, bring them behind for camel pose. Heel of the hands onto your hips. Fingers press the flesh down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows, and lift your chest. Exhale where you need. Breathing through the upper ribs, the upper shoulders, creating more space. Getting a little deeper into those legs. I just caught myself. I was a little too high. On your inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Exhale the hands to your heart. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So your hips and shoulders roll to the outer edge of your mat. You can move the back foot as you need. But just be careful that that left knee stays tracking over the foot. So moving into our warrior two flow. Inhale, rotate the palm. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to the thigh. Let the other arm sweep up and over. Inhaling through warrior two, rotate the palm. Exhale, reach up and back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhaling, warrior two, rotate the palm. Exhale, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, extended side angle. Take another breath. As you exhale, we're going to come down into high lunge. The back heel rotates up. You can use your blocks and come into your low lunge. Staying in this low lunge for just a breath. You can move the blocks out of your way as we'll go through our stretch flow. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to the mat or to your blocks. Tuck the back toe, lifting up to high lunge. Bringing the hands to the inside, outwardly rotate, facing the long edge of your mat. Right knees and toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Left inner thigh is pressing out, getting a nice inner thigh and hamstring stretch. Inhaling, coming back through center. Exhale, lower the knee down, weight into the right hand. Oh no, I lied. Let's take our twist, half lord of the fish. Tuck that right hip underneath. Twisting around to the left. I wanted to go into that quad stretch just a little too soon. Good. Getting the glute and the IT band opened up here. And inhaling, coming through center. Now we'll get into that quad. Exhale where you need. Come into your high lunge. Gently lower down the back knee. Now your weight comes into the right hand. Reach back. Connect with the foot if you can. If not, just keep the intention there. Keep your chest open. Head lifted. Gently release, bringing your hands back to the front. Go ahead and grab your blocks. We'll come into our half monkey. Weight comes onto your right knee. Extend the left leg in front of you and flex the foot. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, start to fold over the leg. Keeping the spine long, tail sticks out behind you. The more you pull these toes back, the more you'll feel the calf and maybe behind the knee. Sticking the tail out will also lengthen the hamstring. So same options on this side as you had on the first side. You can stay here and breathe into this if this is intense. If you want more and you want to move into full monkey or full split, you are welcome to. Making your way forward nice and slow, allowing the front foot to slide. So the back leg is your anchor. And if you happen to slide off your mat, that's fine too. Only going as far as your body will allow you to go during this practice. Just a few more breaths. All right, coming back into half monkey if you're not there already. Take a nice inhale and exhale, shifting the weight, sliding that front heel back. Wow, the mat really wants to come with me this time. Coming into your tabletop. Go ahead and move your blocks out of the way and come into your modified child's pose. You can give your tail a little bit of a wiggle waggle here if you'd like. I like to do this because it gets the joints at the deepest level. It also feels a little bit more gentle. Yeah? All right, so we're coming into some seated poses now. Inhaling, sitting up. Find a comfortable seated position. So go ahead and shake out your legs. Do what you need to for yourself. We'll make our way into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So bringing the heels a little closer towards your pelvic bones, sitting up nice and tall. Take your thumbs, slide them underneath the balls of the feet, fingers along the pinky edges. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, open the feet up, open the elbows, and hinge forward. Keeping a long spine. Imagine you are a giraffe reaching for the tallest leaf on the tree. Now the elbows are here to help to assist the thighs open, but try not to jam your elbows down. Just very gently with each exhale, give a little bit more pressure. Let's make sure that the head is nice and relaxed, giving a little rotation from side to side. But on your inhale, come back up through vertical. Exhale where you need. Use your hands to close the legs. And give a little rock from side to side. Okay, so moving into Janu Shirshasana. I will be your mirror image. So your left leg extends long and your right foot comes up to your inner thigh, sitting up nice and tall. On your exhale, twist, sternum in line with the thigh, and then fold forward. This gets 3 major muscle groups. So your lower back, as you may be feeling, your hip, and the back of the leg. You may feel it in all of these places or in one of these places. Wherever you feel it, send your breath there. Just be mindful here not to let your head drop forward. Keep your spine nice and long. On your inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Let that right leg extend out, and we'll take the next side. Left foot now comes in, bringing the foot to the inner thigh, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, twist, and fold forward. Easing your way into the stretch. Keep your lower belly pulling up and in. Good. On your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Let that left leg come out. Give a little shake. Cool. So now we're coming into double pigeon, which is a hip stretch for your outer hip. I will be your mirror image. So you're going to take your left leg underneath, line your belly button up with the middle of your shin bone. Then the other leg comes up and over. Now, if you have tight hips, sometimes that means that your cheek has to come off the mat so that your ankle can cross, and then gently lower down the hip. You can also slide a block underneath if you need a little extra space. Oh, sitting up nice and tall. Be mindful here that you're not pressing forward in the hips. Try to keep yourself nice and straight so your sit bones are really connected underneath you. Now, if this is not intense enough for you, take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to hinge forward. Everybody's hips are different, so don't try to force yourself into something you think is right. Your body will tell you. One more full breath. If you're folded forward, inhale, come back up to vertical. Exhale where you need. We're going to hug that top leg in towards the chest using the opposite arm. Sitting up. This is similar to our half Lord of the Fish we did before, but just getting a little deeper into the hip and the outer thigh. Gently release. Take that top leg, let it go. Bottom leg comes underneath. Let's windshield wiper from side to side. Just to get a little bit of release. Let the blood flow again. All right, so taking the next side. Which way did we go? Aha, so your right leg comes underneath, your left leg comes on top. This side will probably be different than the first side. Most of our hips are a little bit different from one side to the next. So figure out what you need to do, a block, or maybe one hip is lifted, that's fine. As long as you're feeling a stretch, you're in a good place. Same options apply here. If you need more intensity, feel free to fold forward. Nice, gentle breaths. Even if the sensation is intense, see if you can find a calmness in your breath. One more full inhale and exhale. If you're folded forward, inhale, come up to vertical. Exhale where you need. Let's hug that top leg into the chest, opposite arm to leg, sitting up against it. Gently release the leg. Untangle the legs now. Bring the feet about with mat width apart, hands behind you, windshield wiper the legs. Good. So we're going to move into our Shavasana from here, but we're going to do it with a nice incline. So I'm going to use my 2 blocks. If you have pillows that you can stack so that your head is higher, feel free to do so. But I like to use the blocks. That's what I have at the moment. So you can take this on whichever level you prefer. This is a little bit lower. Your head will be supported by this. Or you can take it to the medium and the high level of your blocks. So what happens here is the block comes between your shoulder blades. Be careful that it's not on your lower back. You want it higher than that. Gently lie down on the block. The higher block supports your skull, right at the base of your skull. Arms come out to the side, and the legs can do what you'd like. You can knock the knees together. You can come into a butterfly position, or you can extend the legs out, but do whatever feels the best on your lower back. We'll stay here for a few minutes, just letting our bodies relax and take in the practice. start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. And gradually bring your feet flat onto the mat, knees pointing upwards. From here, we'll roll onto one side. So move your arms as you need to. The blocks will probably pop out from underneath. And then come into a seated position. Staying here for a few breaths. Hands can rest on your thighs or in your lap. Gently bring your hands to your heart, palms pressed together. Let your chin lower. Take a moment here for gratitude, thankful for each breath that we take, for the ability to be able to practice our yoga, and for whatever else you might be grateful for today. Namaste.
Thank you for practicing with me. If you liked the class, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please be sure to click the bell for notifications on new videos. If you know someone who might enjoy my videos, please share it. Also, if you have a request for a specific class, please ask in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram at holly.r.jan.yoga. Be well and remember to breathe. See you next time.